Okay, so if you can see me, please do let me know that you can see me before we start right about now. Let's be sure that I can be seen, okay? Oh, awesome. We have 18 people already watching. Awesome. Please let me see comments in the comment section saying that you are here, okay? Let me see comments in the comment section saying that you are here. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. You got this. Alrighty, alrighty, all right. Thank you so much for joining me. This is an onboarding session for the Ultimate Holiday Bundle. If you can see me clear, thank you so much for, please do let me know so that I would be sure that my network is good and I'm also good from my end as well. Okay, okay, okay. Um, okay, righty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I can only see two. Oh, great, great. Please, can you tell me if you can see me clearly? Not very sharp. I actually looked at it and noticed that we might have that. Okay, so let's try pulling another network off so that we would know if it's from our network. I want to be sure that this is clear, soundly clear, all right? Like soundly clear. So sorry about that. Let's try this other network and then we would know how that goes, okay? Let's try that and then we'll know how that goes. Is it better now? Can someone tell me if it's better now? If it's better now, you're not very clear. Is it better now? We've been able to do check out another. We've been able to do another. Sound is good. Picture blurry. Is it better now? Clear but blurry. Is it better now? It's clearer now. Awesome, awesome. So we are going somewhere. Someone says it's better now. Yes, it's better now. Awesome, amazing. We already have 32 people watching live, loud and clear. It's better now. Thank you. Who is as excited as I am here? Alrighty. So yes, we are just going to be looking at the onboarding session for the Ultimate Holiday Bundle. I would, of course, know that we have over 1,000 people who already got a copy. I'm guessing that people are going to get replays, all right, and then we would take it from there. And I also want to appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for always trusting that whatever products, all right, that we share will be valuable to you. We don't take that for granted. Thank you again and again. Okay? All right. Okay, so we put everybody on the Telegram group because we wanted people to wanted to have 1,000. We didn't want all of that large groups and all of that. So we are going to go straight to the conversation of the day. I'm going to break the plans down into bit by bit for you. That way, we're going to have everybody able to actually follow. So if you have the plan, we are going to start with the toddler schedule. So if you have a toddler schedule, we are going to start with it. So I'm also going to share my screen. All right. I'm also going to share my screen so that you would see exactly what it is that we are doing. All right. So I will share my screen to make it easy for everybody. As soon as I share my screen, please do let me know that you can see my screen. But let me open this first. Let me open this first. Okay. All right. And if you have your bundle, please also bring it out. I would want to share that screen so that we will all be on the same page. Okay, great. So the Ultimate Holiday Bundle comes as a 13-in-1 bundle. And the first one that we're going to be looking at will be the planner. The first one will be the toddler schedule. The toddler schedule, great. I'm going to we're going to take a look at it together. So I'm opening the toddler schedule and I'm also going to share it on the screen so that we would see it and all of us will be able to also follow. Okay, so a lot better. All right, thank you so much. Everybody who is saying that it's a lot better, I see you. Thank you for your response and welcome here again. I don't know why this isn't opening from this end. All right, I have a bit of a lag on my screen. Okay, great. So we have this now, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay, great. So I'm sharing my screen, and if you can see my screen, please, I would like you to comment to say that you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, I would like you to comment to say that you can see my screen. I am taking a look at it on another this, and I can see all your comments. So please tell me when you can see my screen so that we can go on. Please tell me when you can see my screen so that we can go on. So we have the daily toddler schedule. That's the first one that we are looking at today. So if you have a toddler, this is for you. Okay, sin. Yes, great. If you have a toddler, this is for you. So many times people struggle with their toddlers because there's no structure. I've come to realize that a lot of toddlers throw tantrums, do all sorts of stuff just because there's no structure. And then especially during the holidays, it makes it even worse because during the holidays, we just allow the children do whatever it is that they are doing. So what this particular planner helps you do is to create a system that helps your toddler come into a routine. Now your toddler will follow the routine that you have given them. I remember that when my children were toddlers, somebody had asked me, oh, you had a set of twins and you were able to get them to sleep at exactly 7:30 every day, and it was interesting because there was a routine. It was easy to get them. So we never had oh, I don't want to sleep or I don't want to take my bath kind of, thing, because there was a whole structure. And because of that structure, we have consistently been able to also build something that have helped them even as preteens today. So whenever I meet parents who have toddlers, I always say that, in fact, I say it a lot in the inner circle, to the parents in the inner circle. I say that, in fact, you are blessed. If you're a parent and you have a toddler and you're just starting your intentional parenting journey, trust me, this is the best thing that have happened to you because you will be able to put a lot of things together. Now, even if you're not the only one, parenting your child, please share this routine with the person that you're parenting with, your spouse, the nanny, and every other person that is in the home. Because if not, this routine will not make sense to a lot of them. So the wake up, the bonding time, the quiet time, let whoever, because you might not be there all the time, but let whoever it is that is helping you put this in place and put it into practice. I would also like to say that, yes, because it's holiday, you have the afternoon schedule. But even if school resumes, you can still use this. That's the good thing about this planner. Because in the afternoon, all you need to do is to structure it in such a way that it brings it, it shrinks it more, a smaller space. Now, I would want to believe that nobody, right? Nobody would have a a child, a toddler, and leave them in school till 6 p.m. Please, if you're that kind of parent, please restructure what you're doing today. It's not for the good of your child. So if your child comes home, then, at the time, maybe like one, the least that my children came home when they were toddlers was 1 p.m. I was a working mom as well. So you can actually structure these things to work, with you. Okay. So when you take a look at this, you look at this schedule for evening, and then you keep to it. There are times where this schedule might, shift a bit, but please be sure that this schedule doesn't, move as much as possible. These are the routines to follow: morning routine, meal time, activities, nap time, and bedtime routine. These are the routines: morning routine, meal time, activities, nap time, and bedtime routines. They are the routines that would help you. For the past 11 years, our children have had the same system of bedtime routine. And the bedtime routine that they've had is what we started when they were, even before they were one, right? Number one part of their bedtime routine is that from day one, our children never slept in our bed. That was part of us grooming independence. It started from day one, even when they were born. So we didn't have that thing of, oh, you sleep beside me and all of that. They've always slept on their own. So there was a routine for them to follow. And even till now, there's still a system. There's still a bedtime routine in my home. We have the inner circle parents can relate to what it is that I can barely hear. Somebody said I can barely hear. Mary, can you hear me? Who else have challenges, hearing? I don't know about not being able to hear me, but I can see that it is loud and clear, loud and clear. I don't know about you, but I'm listening to another device and I can hear it loud and clear. Does any other person have issues hearing me? All right, let's roll. So that there will be, so that there will be, I can hear you clearly. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, great. Okay, great. Okay, so that they will be able to actually follow a routine and it helps them. So till today we have, like I said, the parents in the inner circle program would relate to this, where I keep shouting structure, structure, structure. Without structure, your parenting is just going to be a mess. You need structure to actually be able to, put your children into the system, right? So, and it starts from day one. Please, even if you have a newborn, this schedule will help you, right? Even if you have a newborn, please follow through. It will help you. We have created this blank sheet so that you would be able to make it suit you in your own home, depending on what schedules you run. For instance, in my home, morning devotions are not done in the morning. Morning devotions are done in the night. In the morning, you are to say your prayers yourself and connect with your God the way you want to connect with your God. In the evening, we come in and run a family devotion. We leave home quite early, every one of us. Throughout the time that my children were in primary school, they left home very early. In fact, in the last 1 year, they left home before 6 a.m. every day. All right. So it was not the kind of routine that we could. So they slept quite early and then woke up, very much early, which is a routine that have helped us over the years. So you have this when you print it out. The good thing about it is that when you print it out, you can write on it and you can change it when you feel that your routine has also, changed. If you have a toddler, we have put in daily toddler activities that would also help you to be able to put this, in perspective. You have the puzzles, the coloring, the stack tops. Please stop putting your toddler on screen time all day. Please, I'm begging you. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Anytime I go through the distraction management, sessions that we do and all of that, and I was saying recently that I got training on distraction management, and when I look at the effect of the screen that we're doing now will have on this generation in the next 20 years, the truth of the matter is that we've positioned ourselves to actually be able to help parents. You will pay money and then you will be able to help you. But the truth is, I am very passionate about preventive measures. I'm very passionate about, maybe because of my background, I did public health for years. So I have a master's in public health. So maybe that's why I am very passionate about, preventing things instead of just letting it just go. Please do not just put your toddlers on screen. Please look at these activities and use them to help your toddler thrive. Whatever it is, let there be a time where they can listen to music, rhymes, and all of that. Do you know that you can structure your children to listen to the kind of music that you think is a part of the value system that you have in your home? And as they are growing up, that same kind of music is what plays. Create a structure that doesn't create chaos in your home. I've noticed a lot of the times that in the morning, people who have toddlers are always screaming. Even people who have preteens are always screaming, always shouting, and all of that. Please, let this be something that you work on. All right? Let this be something that you work on. Because until you put a schedule around, your whole parenting system, nothing really works, really, until you put a structure. So I keep saying, like I was asked yesterday, all right? I've asked yesterday that discipline is a parent's problem, not a child's problem. If you're not disciplined enough, you can't raise children who are disciplined. Discipline is not how you're shouting and screaming and all of that. That's not discipline. All right. So since I had my baby, she hasn't had screen time. Perfect. Your child shouldn't have a screen time till they turn 18. That's the recommendation. I was listening to what's her name? The famous lawn tennis champion. What's her name again? What's her name? All right, somebody help me. All right, and she was saying her daughter is almost 2. She's never seen the screen. She doesn't watch screen. A lot of people who understand how these things work, right, are actually able to do a whole lot. Selena Williams, thank you. Thank you so much. You're actually able to do a whole lot. You see all these things that we're out there putting our children, on the screen and all of that, even as toddlers, it's not going to help them a lot. If you have a toddler, avoid screen. One of the things that we did when my children were toddlers was that we didn't put them in front of all these cartoons that you guys are watching now until they turned about 5 or 6. We had screen time that was very limited when they were about 2, 3, but we had the things we wanted them to watch. We bought CDs. In fact, because of the twins, we bought a CD player. We never had one, but we knew it was necessary because we wanted them to see the kind of content we wanted them to see. Our media plan was a game from day one, because I understand that it's not really about just caging children. It's about training them to understand why. This afternoon, our son was trying his VR system. We're supposed to have a VR look at the world kind of VR system, a virtual reality Oculus that we have at home. And he was like, he needed to download an app, and I wasn't home. There's internet connection in the home. I wasn't home. And when I came back, he was like, he's found a way to do it. And that there's an app he needs to download because he has read the manual back to back. That's one of the things we've taught the children. They read the manual, back to back. And then he said, I said, so did you download it? He said, no, why would I do that? I didn't ask for permission. There's no adult, all right? There's no adult to tell me or guide and all of that. So I would prefer, that you're back. And it was very heartwarming that he understands. So it's not really the force. It's not really, okay, you must do it like this and all of that. He understands that because this is what we've always had a system that have helped them thrive as regards what they see. Please help your children. It is a difficult time to be a child. Help them. Do we have questions on the toddler schedule as we move on? Do we have questions on the toddler schedule as we move on? Please, if you have questions, let's hear it. If you have questions, let's hear it. And then we are going to be looking at the habit builder. That's the next one we would be looking at right about now. The habit builder. All right? Can we go on? The habit builder. Can we go on? If you can go on, please do let me know that we can go on. Please, will I be able to watch this again? Yes, you will be able to watch this again. You will be able to watch this again. We would record it. All right. So I'm going to just take a few questions and then we will move to the next one. Right. I have a question on the toddler schedule. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody said, I'm trying to look at the questions. Pre-writing skills, the ability for your child to be able to grasp, their writing materials. And pre-writing skills basically would help your child be able to, eventually write properly. And some of those, they are fundamental skills that children need to develop even before they are able to write. They contribute to your child's ability to hold and use the pencil, the ability to draw, the ability to color, copy, and it can be, we call it the writing readiness. All right, ability to see what's it called a major shapes and all of that. Okay, so these rewriting skills are listing, clustering, free writing. Allow them to do, those jaga jaga that they do. Just allow them to do it, and then looping and asking questions. So that is very important. Asking questions. Okay, so very, very important, and that's it. How do one handle toddler who is not meant to watch screen and she has siblings that are preteens? You can actually schedule your toddler in a way that actually helps. Now, when that happens, it means that you would need to help your toddler. You need to help your preteens understand that they also have a younger child who is not able to. I tell you, one of the things that happened to us, we had a teenager and then we had the twins. A teenager who wanted to watch so many things on TV. That was our foster daughter. But we need to come to an agreement with her that these are the times that you can watch what you can watch. So we had to put timelines, and even for us, our timing changed. We couldn't watch TV until the twins were in bed. By 7:30, that's when we started to watch TV. We gave up a lot of, the things that I would normally watch because I had toddlers. So that can be, that's one of the ways, all right, that you can do that. Okay. Right. Let me see if I can see more questions. I hope I was able to answer the ones that I have seen. I hope I was able to answer the ones that I've seen. So it's usually, okay, I can see somebody asking what age is toddler. 1 to 3 is usually a toddler, right? 1 to 3, all right, is usually considered to be a toddler. I live in Dubai and the weather is really hot right now for outdoor games. Till in the evening around 7 p.m. What indoor games and activities can I do instead? You can put a sand pit in your home, Clara. I know how hot Dubai can be in this period. As in, it's hot that you can't go out. In fact, I get it. All right, it's one of the worst times to actually be out there. But you can put a sand pit in your home. You can put coloring. There's a lot of indoor activities that your child can do. Put coloring, painting, sorting. You see those activities that are under that stuff. They are all indoor activities, so you can try them. Watercoloring is down. How, please? Yes, watercoloring. Normal. Dip your hands inside color and color. Let them put their hands inside watercolors and paste it on the books. That's it. All right. Is it okay for a toddler to visit their grandparents without their mom? No, it is not advisable. Please, it is not advisable. Sometimes things can warrant that happening, but it's not advisable. That's from a professional point of view. Time might not permit me to say all of the things that are involved and all of that. How do you train your infant who always sleep late in the night to sleep early? I try to push it forward, but she would wake up often before her usual. So try to create a routine. One of the things that I remember that we did with the twins was like you can actually sleep train a child. So create a routine around 6. You do it often, right? You do it often, and then you put a whole lot of things in the system that connotes that we are rounding up. We're rounding up the day. We're rounding up the day. Okay, we're rounding up the day, and it's going to, please. I'm not going to answer questions like how do I make my daughter eat, how do I discipline my daughter, and all of that. No, I won't, because that's not what this session is about. Please, please, please help us so that we can stay on track. If you want, to have all of that, questions answered and consultations, you can come to us privately and have that dealt with. All right. Somebody's asking me how to make their daughter eat. I'm lost, on that, please. All right. So that's one of the things that you do. So you can put all of that routine and it helps them. So let's move on, because we are already spending a whole lot of time on this particular conversation. All right. So we have the habit tracker. Now, the next planner that we have is the habit tracker. Now, one of the things that I would like you to understand about this planner is that we are looking at building a system that helps children, right, be able to form habits. Now, I say that if you're able to create habits that last and skills that last and habits that last and skills that transform. If you're able to get these two right, then you will be able to actually have a lot of things managed. One of the reasons why parents hate children is because there's no habit development, there's no skills development. A child who lacks skills, you will beat the child. A child who is not able to build these habits, you will be frustrated and all of that. All right, that's not discipline. That's another thing altogether. Okay, so this is the habit tracker, and this is what it looks like. And in that habit tracker, you have things like personal habits. You have things like in the afternoon, these are the things that you need to do. So we are looking at being able to track it, especially for you can use it for toddlers. All right, you can use it for toddlers. You can use this for preteens. You can even use this for teenagers as well. You can factor it in such a way that you are able to put all of these systems together. Now you are going to have this sheet with the name of the child on it. So the child is going to tick it as you go, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and when you're done, you can decide to give a token. You can decide, the mom token and all of that. We have mom box, right? We had mom box at some point in my own parenting journey, because I am of the opinion that rewards are not something that you keep, going to reward. It's something that you actually use to modify a behavior. And if you do not do it and remove it, then you would not actually be able to work on it, and then it will become, something, back and forth. And it teaches the children that everything they do, as in they become entitled, right? That, you need to reward them for being, doing things. So if you're going to use rewards, you need to use it, in a way, right? So these are some of the things that the habit tracker helps you do. And until you do this, so every afternoon you can help the child track whatever it is that they can do. And that is it for the habit tracker. Okay, so if you have questions on the habit tracker, I would like to hear it. All right, we'll take the question and we move quickly to the next conversation. All righty, you take the question and we will move to the next conversation. All right, so we have the next planner. My day reading daily, my reading diary, my reading diary. That will be the next one that we are looking at. As there's no question, we're going to go straight to my reading diary. Please, under daily activities, what is this scissor activity? Scissors activity, cutting. Let your child be able to cut, your toddler. It helps to build motor skills. Get them plastic, get our plastic, scissors, so that she'll be able to actually use it to work. Okay. So my reading diary. My reading diary. All right. If you can see this, let me know that you can see my reading diary. That's something that will help your children check reading. That's something that will help your children check reading. Okay. So what is it you are not always at home to track? If they do, there's somebody with them, right? There's somebody with them, right? If there's somebody with them, that's why I said earlier on that whoever it is that is with them would need to track this with them. If they are preteens, then they can take it, on their own. They can take it on their own if that is the problem. Okay, please, can you see? Not up yet. Not up yet. Oh wow. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can see the diary. Okay, great. Okay, great. Sorry about that. Okay, great. Up now. Okay, so sorry about that. I didn't even know that it wasn't even up. Okay, awesome. All right, so we need to, part of what it is that you need to understand about book reading is that if you do not track it, if you do not follow up, then you will not be able to build that habit. And then this also helps you to check, are we really reading this book, or we are just doing this just like that. So the log helps you take a look at the reading log, and you are able to look at, it's just one and same thing. You're able to look at the book title, the author, the pages they read, and the minutes they spent. So do not let your child just tell you, oh, I've read. If you're going to track what it is that they are reading, it will be very great for them to actually be able to put it. If you have younger children, even older children, for the twins, they are reading a book. The whole of the book is 400 and something pages. All right. And right now we are doing, words, meanings, and all of that. And then summary, you have the summary. If you have older children, get them to create a PowerPoint to give you summaries. That's one of the things that I have been able to teach the twins. And that's how we do our book summary, especially during the holidays, right? Other times we don't get, we just, get to do, during the weekends and all of that. But during the holidays, we have time to create these screens, and we are able to actually do that. Have a reading summer, reading like a reading summer list. What is your reading summer list? Do you have a reading summer list? As the holidays is approaching, go and get books that your children will read. As in, when they see, they'll be like, oh, this was my summer list for this year. And then you can even create a log. You can create a log with this reading log, clip it and paste it, bound it eventually. Okay, clip it and bound it eventually, right? And that way it will be all right. That way it will actually be able to help you, and then your children would also have fun going through it eventually when they are older. So you have your reading list every long holidays, and they are able to see it and able to see the log. When they are older, it could be a catalog for you to even keep for them. So they have this reading log. Maybe they have their summer reading is 5. And then so every long holidays, they have 5 books, the reading log and all of that. So imagine after 10 years, they have this, pasted together. They could even write a book from it. They could even write a book about, my daughter have written a book of the books she's read, on the long holidays, and compiled it in a book. So it could be anything. It could be a memory. It could be something that they will talk about. It could be, there's just so much that can be done with this. All right. So that's what the reading log is about. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. So if you are still here, do let me know, but not learned and they are toddlers. If you're still here, do let me know if you have questions on the reading log. We are moving pretty much very fast. I like the pace we are moving. All right, we are moving, and then we would go to the life skills planner. Life skills planner. The life skills planner. Do we have questions? I can't see any yet. Okay, I think I have a question. For someone, you are super glued. We not go anywhere. For someone who is starting to build in these structures, how do you get the kids to align? It's going to take you a while. Your mom will be cool if you're not in the inner circle, signing to be there in 2022. Building structures are a big deal. You can ask the parents in the inner circle. It takes a lot to build structures. And even till now, you will build the structures and you continue to build on it. It's just like when you're building, a house. You continue to build on it. You continue to layer on it. Continue to layer on it. So it's not even something that you can get right here. All right? As we are just sharing it, you just begin to get it. That's not true. This one class is not even going to give you all there is when it comes to structure. When it comes to structure, I am sure that the parents in the inner circle will tell you that this is, just a part of it. There's family value, there's media plan, there's a lot. There's a lot. When it's Christian, they say you don't want to know, but it's worth it. Yes, there's a lot when it comes to structure. The structured parenting guidance, there's a lot. So take it one step at a time. And this one class is not going to just give you that boom, that structure that you're looking for. It takes a lot. It takes, a lifetime. Time spent is a way to track them. Do the kids suggest the types of books to read? Now, when it comes to the books to read, let your children pick from their interests and let also help them pick from their learning style. Unfortunately, this class is not for learning style, so I might not be able to also, expatiate. But just know that a child who is auditory or a child who is kinesthetic, all right, a child who is kinesthetic will not be able to read, books that do not have a lot of activities. So if you have a kinesthetic learner, then you want to create a lot of activities on the things that they are learning. It's very important, okay? Somebody is saying it's just a piece of the whole journey. Yes, Cynthia said this is just a piece of the whole journey, right? So this is just a piece. If you want to actually really, really, walk this journey intentionally, my recommendation would be that you book to join the inner circle in 2022. At what age or grade are we expected to start reading? Children every age should read. There's an age where a child will be read to, and when they now begin to learn to read, then they can now read for themselves. The age where your child should be read to, go and get a summer collection for them and read it to them. Go and get and read it to them. It's very important that you read. Part of the activities that we do in the inner circle is that there is a connection to, part of it is that you read to your children. Even when your children are older, we require that you read to them. There are skills that are built when you actually read to your children. I'm going to go on. I'm going to go on because we have quite some time spent. All right. So we have the skills guide. Okay, so the skills guide. This is the skills guide. I have age-specific life skills. I've realized that a lot of us do not even know. People say, oh, what can my child do? And they are so age and so age. So what we have done with this particular guide is to be able to help you look at the things that your child should be able to do at a time where they are. So if you have a 4 to 5, you have the age-specific guide that they should be able to. You have ages 4 to 5. These are the things that they should be able to do. You have ages 6 to 7. These are the things that they should be able to do. All right. Let me be sure that we can say it. All right, great. You have ages all right. We have ages 8 to 6. All right. And that is it, and it goes on and on and on. Someone is asking if there will be a recording. Oh, sure, there will be a recording. And so 6 to 7, these are the things that your 6 to 7 should be able to do. Someone is asking, is there any hope for parents who didn't start early and children are already teenagers? Yes. It's just that you need to wear your khaki. Like I tell the parents who come into the inner circle, if your children are toddlers, go and do Thanksgiving. If your children are preteens, go and fast and pray. If your children are teenagers, you would fast and pray, and then you wear khaki ready for a fight, a real war, because that's as you know, that's as it gets. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. I have been privileged to parent a teen, a child from teenage, and it was tough. It's one of the toughest things I've ever done in my lifetime. But I tell you, it is something that everybody can do if you're committed well enough to it. All right. So you can actually do it if you're committed, all right, well enough for it. Somebody said, oh, yeah, on track for the ages 6 to 7. Oh, yes, awesome. All right. So ages 6 to 7, these are the things that you do. And then you also have 8 to 9. These are the things that your 8 to 9 should be able to do. Prepare a simple dish. If your child is 8 to 9, can't prepare a simple dish, you need to now start training. Now, what this skills guide has been able to do is to help you, all right, is to help you to look at the things where you are. When your child is 8 to 9, can children order food in a restaurant? I gave my children to make an order few days ago online for food from snacks. And while they were doing it, someone said, would they know how to put the ATM card? Would they know what to do? Would they know? I said, yes, they've been taught what to do. You need to look at these skills and ask yourself, where is my child at this point? What are the things that they can do? So this holiday will be a good time for you to look at the things that your children can do and begin to teach them, even beyond the holiday. So what is the track? Where is your child at that point? All right. Where is the child at that point? All right. Parents are choosing the age where they are. The fasting age, the Thanksgiving age is okay. All right. So you would need to, decide. You are in the khaki age. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. You will need to decide, how you can help your children do a lot of this thing. So even for 8 to 9, decide whether to give, to save, to spend. If financial training starts from 7, if your child cannot use the ATM, they are 8 and 9, that means there's a skill that is lacking that you need to teach. I need you guys to concentrate on skills to teach than on we must beat a child. If we beat the child, if you concentrate on, we're going to punish the child for doing what is wrong, you will not achieve any of this. You will not achieve any of this. But if you concentrate in the place where you are saying that, okay, we need to, all right, we need to actually be able to put a lot of things in place, then we will be able to do a lot when it comes to helping our children thrive. If you have a 10-year-old who prepares dinner as you step into your home, believe you me, you will have no need to be screaming up and down. That's the truth of the matter. You have no need to be screaming up and down. All right. So this bundle was actually, was actually put a lot, in consideration for you. Yes, I like the way Kristen puts it. The inner circle, whatever age your child is, the inner circle will shape you first, then your child. The inner circle transforms you before your child. That's the whole thing about the journey. It starts with you. It removes your thinking. And then you can now help your child, all right, to do it. So these are the things that your 10-year-old. So if you look at this guide, you look at the things that are in this place. If your children can do more, fantastic. If they can, at least let them be on track on this. So you're not overburdening them. You are also not putting them, in the place where they plan. Your 13 to 15-year-old should plan a meal, go to the market, be able to, put it together. Use the oven, complete whatever sophisticated cleaning or maintenance tasks, look after younger siblings, perform first and make purchases at the store, compare prices, understand basic banking concepts. For that age, of the child, you should have actually been able to do this. Then your 13 to 15, should also be able to use planner for time, understand time management, and all of that. So by the time you have a 13 to 15, the child is molded, shaped. By the time the child is now 15 to 18, trust me, you wouldn't need this. Because your child already has been able to actually understand a lot of the things that we are saying. There's something in the inner circle level 2 that we call the launch plan. We create a plan for the children. The basic plan, you create it, and then in that plan, you do a test run. After the test run, then we do a plan for the next stage. And then we now do a test. Part of what we said in level 2 is that the boot camp that the children went for, that's Antesima's boot camp in Abuja, was like a test run. If you notice, most of the parents in the inner circle in level 2, were able to take their children to understand a lot of concepts. So it made a lot of sense to them. All right. So when you understand some things, it makes sense. So it was like a test run, and they were able to be launched to understand what's happening. And at some point, it brings you to the point of, the child is launched. So at the time the child is 15, your child is going to be, getting to the age of, 13, 15, and all of that, and all the things that you would need to do. It is very important for you to know that this, bundle is, encompassing, totally encompassing. Right, helps you to put a lot of things in perspective. Someone is asking me, how do they register for the inner circle? If you look at my screen, you will see the details of how you can, get into the inner circle. So this is it for the skills guide. Do we get this? Yes, the inner circle we don't take people in the middle of the year. We take people at the beginning of the year. So for 2022, you start on the 1st of December with an orientation process. All right, orientation process. Just copy the number on the screen, send a chat to me directly. I like having contact directly with the parents in the inner circle. That's why I do not send you to my team. I like a direct contact so that you would also know that you can reach out to me. The whole essence is that if you're part of the inner circle, you have access to me, all right, which doesn't come by for free, all right? But being in the inner circle gives you that access. And that's one of the things that can make you, take a look and say, oh, coach, please, even if it's going to take me how many days, I will, respond to you, all right, no matter how long it takes. All right. If you're not in the inner circle, I can choose not to. I'm not obligated. All right. So that's one of the things that you get, being in the inner circle. Do we have questions on the skills that we have shared so far? All right. We talked about the skills. Print it, paste it, and monitor yourself. Ask yourself, these skills that I have done, what is it that, can be done, and all of that. So what can we do as regards these skills? As my child learns it, it's going to put you on track. So it tracks you. It tracks the movement that you're making. Stop parenting by chance. It doesn't help you. When you parent by chance, by assumption, it is just you, whatever will be, will be. Whatever will be, will be. When you do that, you make a mess of your whole process. Don't parent on probability, parent on intentionality. Intentional parenting is actually the key word. When you leave probability is 1/5. By chance, the child can meet someone who says something, and then that transforms the life of the child, or the child can just become, and all of that. Maybe why I'm very passionate about intentionality is that I don't believe that I have another chance to, redo whatever it is I have done. When you make errors on human beings, you would not be able to correct it many of the times. It just happens, and that would be it. So if you ask me, I would tell you that intentional parenting journey, you need to start it now. All right. You need to start it now and then begin to put a lot of things, all right, presets upon presets. And it's you. It is basically you. You need to start with you and begin to ask yourself questions. Where I am today, is it where I want to be? Am I even fit? If you've never asked yourself, am I even fit to be a parent? All right. Am I even fit to be a parent? If you never actually done that, then you haven't started. Why am I even a parent? That means you haven't even started. In our level 2, part of what we do is that you get a session where you ask yourself, why am I even a parent? What is even the reason why I'm a parent? All right. So my child is already 6, but I'm yet to really teach her how to wash a private eye. Don't think she can do it perfectly yet. Cletus, it is late already. 6-year-old should be able to understand what they need to do for themselves when it comes to sex education. This is not a sex conversation class. If you want to get details, get the sex educate your child like a pro. If you were in that class, trust me, that class was, it was just a whole turnaround for a lot of people, because a lot of people have taught sex education in a what I call a foolish, confidently foolish way. Because I realize that people are, have become really confident in whatever it is. I see a lot of teachings on sex education. I'm wondering, what are you talking about? So go get that, send a chat to us and get sex educate your child like a pro. If you were there, go back to the series and follow it. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So let us go on. Let us go on to the next bundle. All right. To the next plan. Let's go on to the next plan. I want us to, have a hang of this next plan. So the next plan, hang of this whole bundle. The next bundle is what we called the creating real life, devotional. This was part of what we did in the inner circle. That now helped us to actually now create this whole series. This was actually my family. I created the purpose of Moses on earth. So creating real life experiences, devotional for the holiday. Every holiday we create a devotional, a 30-day plan devotional. Because we have a lot of time during the holiday, we are able to have conversations with the children, teach them things and all of that. So we create a devotional. We don't just, not the ones that is on the shelf. No, we create a devotional according to the plan that we have at the beginning of the year. Because we create a parenting plan from the universal parenting plan we have. We have an 18-year parenting plan. We take from it every year to look at what we are doing and then, put it all together. So what we did here was to put the life of Moses in, a short time that your children will learn, and the things that they can learn from the life of Moses. So we created it in 2 strands, all right? The first strand was the one that your toddlers can connect with. And we said that for your toddlers, you need to share stories that they can connect with. Please use storytelling for younger children. But for older children, we put this. This is my personal family devotional. I just put it here so that it also comes easy for you and handy, right? You can download this devotional for older children, and then you use it, right? You just paste it in the word. That's what we did. We pinned it, and every day we take, one of the stories, and then we break it down and all of that. You could create it, right? So we create it every holiday, and we're able to put it. We understand that a lot of people are busy, and that's why we had to include it right in the bundle. Do we have questions on the devotional? If not, we are going to keep rolling. If you do not have questions for the devotional, we are going to keep rolling. So let's do the screen time checklist. The screen time checklist is the next one on this bundle. The screen time checklist is the next one on this bundle. And this screen time checklist is, if you are doing screen time for your children during the holiday. For instance, in my home, I need these skills on my 8 to 6-year-old. Okay, all right, yes, you can teach it. All right. So the holiday screen time checklist was created for those of us who might not be able to actually take a look at a lot of things before the practicality. So before screen time happens, check this. If you check all of this, if you put a time for reading, if you put practice a skill, bonded with family, done something, being creative, played outside, then you don't get a screen time. Throughout the holiday, like I said, my children then go to watch the screen. So usually during the holiday, we're not even with travel. And a lot of the times during the long vacation, there's really no TV, right? So we don't really do TV. We do screen, maybe play a song and dance on a screen and all of that, at some point when we have the screen time. But because we're out there going to the museum, going to a lot of things, we don't really get to do a lot of screen. But a lot of people are home today. A lot of people couldn't even travel, the COVID and all of that. Then this can help you be able to check putting your children on the screen from morning to night. Stop putting your children on the screen. The things your child will need to survive in the 21st century is not on the screen. The things your child will need to thrive in the 21st century is not on the screen. Someone help me write that. If you've listened to me long enough, you would have heard me say that over and again. I tell you, to the inner circle parents, they understand it. A lot of people who are, who are in the inner circle, right? A lot of people who are in the inner circle, understand that we don't do a whole lot of screen. We don't do a lot of screen. Screen is not our best guide, right? So it is something that you can thrive, you can work on. So if your child, put the child's name, so you hang it every day, go and check whether you've done this. Print it in light normal printers and printable. That's why they are printable, right? That's why they're printable. Somebody said it is your national anthem. Yes, it is, because it's something that we need to actually understand. Yes, it's not on the screen. Nobody's going to put the things that your child needs to learn, really, in quotes, right? The things that they need to strive with. These are all people creating content. One of the things I've realized is that we are raising children who are content consumers instead of content creators. And of course, we're not going to go far having that system right in the place. So this is something that you would need. But before you actually do that, all right, before you actually do that, you would need to, right? You would need to take a look at your own family. That's why this guide has a family screen time rule. Do you have a family media plan? If you're watching me and you do not have a family media plan, please go and get one. We'll have a family media guide that can help you build a family media plan. The family media plan will help you understand the things, the things that you would need to put, the things that would play and the things that will not play. So what is your family screen time rules? Now, I'm not saying that your children should not be, you not use screen at all. I'm saying that there has to be a system. There has to be a regulation. There has to be something. What is your child really watching on the screen? That's the question. And what are you watching? BB Niger, Telemundo. What are you exactly watching on the screen? That will also inform. Remember that this family screen time rule does not exempt you. It doesn't exempt you. So you need to get this family screen time rule. Also, you need to also be held accountable. You cannot hold your children accountable to the things that you yourself cannot hold yourself accountable to. It's a no. That's why in the inner circle, the first thing we do is to reformat your brain, because it's about you first. So you cannot be saying, oh, have you read? Have you not read? Meanwhile, you have not read a thing. By the way, if you do not like to read, don't bother coming to the inner circle. You'll be judged by it, and I'll throw you away. Throw you out myself. It doesn't matter how much you pay. We will throw you out of the circle. And, we won't look back doing that. Okay? So it is something that you need to also realize, that these rules will also be, you will be held accountable to it. So we want you to print out the family screen time rule and then also use it in your home. Right? That is it about screen time. If you have questions, put in the comment section. I think I will just run through and finish every single one of them, and then we can now talk about it. Okay, and then we have we've done the responsibility chart, I guess. Okay, no, not yet. Right? Let me see. Oh yes. All right, are you following? Are you enjoying the session? If you are, let me see the fire emojis. Like we love to say, we love the fire emojis a lot. All right, so it makes us understand if you are getting value or you are not. All right, if you are getting value from this session, let's see the comments in the comment section. By the way, I didn't even introduce myself because I just assumed that everybody knew me. Oh Lord, my name is Wendy Ologe, and I'm the founder of the Intentional Parents Academy. If you are here, it is because you got a copy of the ultimate holiday bundle. Yep, it's the ultimate. That's why it was named the ultimate. It's named the ultimate for a reason. We didn't come to play with the bundle. We brought it, and I hope people are taking screenshots for us. Take screenshots, share on your status, share on your Instagram, tag us, share on the group in Telegram, share everywhere, share on the community on Facebook. Let's tell them that the ultimate holiday bundle is catching fire right here. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here, and thank you for trusting that we can do this with you. Thank you so much. And then we are moving on to the responsibility planner. Now, the responsibility planner, that's a chore planner, because we understand that there is a problem with chores. There is a problem with chores a lot of the time. So we needed to actually put a lot of system to it. Now, let me say this. A lot of people who listen or who read my write-up, who are new in the community on Facebook, go like, are you saying we should not beat our children? So that means you're saying we should not discipline our children. Oh, so we should just leave them and just be talking. FYI. Discipline is not talking. Discipline is not flogging. Discipline is not screaming. Discipline is not yelling. Discipline is structure. Discipline is structure. It is important for you to understand that you need to create these structures if you want your child to be disciplined. You know, when people say, oh, the typical Nigerian person wants to brag that they are well raised, says who? You are the one that beats traffic. You are the one that is, there's a mess everywhere around the typical Nigerian adult. Yet we are the ones that come on social media to claim how perfect we are, how we have done so well, how, it makes me smile when we actually read it. Yet we are the ones consuming, products that people have created. YouTube wasn't created by any Nigerian. Why are we consuming? All right. We're the ones consuming. If we actually discipline people, there are a lot of things. It's Nigerians that you see shunned. They're the ones that you see, because there's no discipline is misinterpreted. Discipline is misinterpreted. And I have seen that as a core and is a burden for me, that we continually misinterpret discipline and continually raise people who cannot hold their own. So this responsibility child planner is to put yourself in a structure. I've seen a lot of parents who are Ken welders, yet their children know nothing. They don't know anything. They just wait their children to make mistakes. They hit them. Right? And they're the ones that are quick to tell you that, oh, your 10-year-old that is cooking, it's not for them, it's an abuse. Have you seen 2-year-olds? Those people you see abroad. All right. Those people that you see abroad and you say, oh, they're not well trained and all of that. You see, they're 2-year-olds, very independent, and they're able to cook. All right. They are able to cook. They are able to do things. You watch TV and they tell you things on TV. You watch things that don't make sense, and you just take it. If you're well, traveled, you would understand that when I say that people who raise their children well is universal. It has nothing to do with where you are. All right. So you need to understand this, and you need to actually put all of this in perspective. Responsibility and chores is what makes your child, not that you're flogging. You don't achieve it by flogging and by put this structure into place. All right. So this is just what it is. This is the name of the child. What responsibility do they have? It will help you keep a track if you're just a parent who is just starting. So that's what the responsibility chart is about. That's what the responsibility chart is about. All right. So if you have questions on, the responsibility chart, you can put them down, and then we would continue after you do that. Then we have the self-regulatory chart. Now, one of the things that I have realized about self-regulation is that a lot of parents do not even they can't even regulate themselves. A lot of people cannot even regulate themselves, parents. So it's become a real issue. So if you're going to teach your children how to self-regulate, We're going to teach your children how to self-regulate. You need to also work on it. In fact, when I was creating this self-regulation, chart, and I gave it to, my team was putting it together. When I saw it, I said that the self-regulatory chart is not just for just children. It is also for adults. It's also for adults. Very important. You need to also be able to deal with you. Print this and use it for you. When you are faced with a particular problem, what do you do? What do you do? So when someone says things to you and you don't like, what do you do? People come to me and say, oh, somebody was telling you something on Facebook. You responded to the person in a very calm way. I said, because I am in charge of my emotions, not you. And the next person is not the one in charge of my emotions. I am the one that gives you permission to do whatever. A choice. All right. So what do? So this is a tracker. And then you put a progress report at the end of it all. So if you are looking to build on how to self-regulate, this is a banger for you. All right. This is it for you. If you're looking to build, how many responsibility can a 7-year-old have for a start? Classical creativity. Do you have the bundle? That is there. It's already on the bundle, right? If you have the bundle, the ultimate holiday bundle, everything is clearly stated for you. The next one that we are looking at is summer journaling. Why did we even put summer journaling, at all, right? Inner Cycle gave me peace based on structure wahala. 2021 is a testimony. Awesome. The Inner Cycle will give you peace in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, Cynthia. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's the thing. Why we put journaling is that it helps you keep track of what is happening, and it's also a form of free writing. Now, the journal is a way of letting your children. Do you know that your children can journal summer for 10 years? Put it together and write it as a book. I wish we knew how much resources we can pull from all of this. Your children can become, there's a lot. So you have a summer journal. Your children have journaled for summer for such a long time. If you're on Amazon, we'll have a full booklet. We're putting it as a full journal so that every, summer holiday, you'll be able to get it and you'll be able to actually journal it, like a book. And then you'll be able to keep it as a book. All right. So you can print it out and put that as a book. So every summer you have a journal. Every summer you have maybe a 30-day journal. You can print it in singles and put it as a 30-day journal. Put it together, and every day your children record this. Every day your children record this. That's the idea. And when they are done, they can write a story about the holiday time, that summer of that year. All right. So the long holidays, we're using summer because it's a lot more people use summer globally than long holidays. All right. So you put it down, you will see my summer bucket list, the indoor activities, and all the things that they were able to do, the outdoor activities, and they will be able to journal all of these together and then put it together and make it something that we can use eventually. All right. So the children should be able to journal during summer. It makes it exciting. It makes it really fun. Do you have questions on this? You can also send in how do I use the chart chart? All right. Is what makes your child is not about flogging. Yes. How do I use the chart chart? The chart chart is there. Centenarina. The chart chart is there. We've already put it up there. If there's a particular thing you want to learn, do let us know. And then we have the weekly planner. The weekly planner is also a way for you to walk around your week. All right. So every week you guys plan what you're going to do. Like for example, the weekly planner, the week that we worked on last week, we have it at the beginning of the week. We'll have a holiday maker in my house, a friend's son, and in fact, he's been having fun. He's never had a summer this way, this amazing, this organized. All right. So it's been amazing for him. He's been, in fact, he came and said, oh, this is the best holidays he's had and all of that because we were able to put, a lot of things together. So this weekly planner is we're able to put this. So you put the goal for the week, you put the to-dos, and then the opportunities, and then the coming up. So this weekly planner, the week of when the children went for a summer camp, a full camp, a full physical camp. It was, if I would put it, and they were able to write the things that they were able to do and all of that. It made me keep track of the things that also happened while they were there as well. It helps you. It helps your child. It also helps you put a track, right? So that is that about this planner. Okay. If you have questions, put it in the comment section. All right. Get in the comment section, and then we would continue from there. All right. I think we just have a few that is remaining so that we can take questions and begin to go home. Then we have the vacation planner. The vacation planner as a whole comes in 3 pieces. It's a 3-in-1 planner. The vacation planner is something that you use if you're going to go on vacation, instead of just getting confused, putting all of these in a way that confuses you on vacation. You don't even know what to do. I realize that a lot of people want to travel on vacation, for a vacation, wherever it is, they are confused. They go there, they shop. They go there, they go from one place to another. But if you are able to actually plan this, it will help you. You put places to visit. For instance, you're going to Lagos. Have you asked yourself, where will you go? What will the children see? What will be the memory of the things that the children will need to see? What are the things that the children would need to do? What are the things that you would need to do? Have you planned the meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner? That's how much we put into planning for our travels when we're traveling. And it's usually very fun. Before I leave, there's, we put down the miscellaneous, the things that, the things that you need to actually, put all of this together. And then you have the vacation packing items. The vacation packing items is also one of the, items that we've used to be able to put this together. It will also help you to look at the items you need for a trip, so that you're not just scrambling. All right. All of the things that you need, you're not scrambling. Look at what it looks like. The most important accessories, clothing, toiletries, and others. All right. If you're not buying, then you can also, sometimes I travel without, clothes, but you just have the simple one, this, one that, and all of that. So it depends on you. And this helps you, keep a track. It helps you keep a track. And then we now have the other vacation, schedule. Now, this is where you make your travel plans. This is where you traveling dates. Let the children also plan these things with you. What is the budget? Let the children also know the things that you're doing. The budget, how much are you guys planning to spend when you are out there? How much are you guys planning? What exactly are you guys going to be doing? What items do you need? What are the things that you should be looking out for? All right. Vacation and ideas suggestion. No, travel bucket list. We've had a travel bucket list for as long as I can remember in my family. So we tick it for every time we do, travel bucket, we tick it, we keep ticking and we keep going. And then when we put it and we say, oh, these are the things. For instance, you book that you want to go to Lagos or you want to go to London. You put the bucket list and then you put the things to do. These are the places that, I want to, what things I want to do. What are the attractions in these places? Will I be able to go there? Will I be able to pay for it? The museums. Let your travels be educational for your children if you have children. For you, you can, go lounge, throw yourself, have fun. Let it be educational. Let it have fun. Let it have attractions. But most importantly, let it be a place that your children can learn. Where will you stay? Let your children make bookings. My children know how to make bookings of where they can stay if they travel outside of the country. They don't need to call one auntie to say, oh, help me stay. No. They don't need to. It's also a global citizenship skill. Ability to actually even know how to navigate in other culture, how to, do things, universally. You need to get your children to think beyond where you are. Wherever you are is too small for the whole world. You need to get them to actually begin to think beyond where you are. All right. So places to go and all of that. So this is what the vacation bundle is. And then we now have the last one, which is the general holiday bundle. I'm not going to share that screen here. And that is just it. If you want to build skills for your children, the best thing that you can actually do for your child is to build skills and to build habits. That's the best thing. And that's the only way you can parent without having to be screaming. In fact, I was telling someone recently, I said, flogging a child is easy. Now you can see that what I teach is not the easy way out. Because a lot of people actually think that what we're teaching is just easy. Just leave the child, do whatever it is that they want. Let them just do what they want. What I teach is the difficult part. And that's why we find it difficult to do, really. All right? What I teach is actually the one that is difficult. Flogging is easy. Anybody can flog anybody. But if you're going to do anything differently, then you're going to create a system that even doesn't even allow you bring yourself to that point. When you create it, you find yourself, holding yourself accountable is tough. It's tough. You think it's easy? Come and try it. Come and try parenting, and discipline that works. But you need to hold yourself accountable if you're going to create a child who actually would learn better. All right? Who actually would learn better. The more, do you know that the children, when you flog and yell, a part of their brain, executive function, actually shuts down. It shuts down. Have you ever wondered why we do not have people who create a lot in this part of the world? That is the reason. A part of the executive functioning skills shuts down and cannot perform. So when you use the wrong kind of discipline, you actually make a mess. You actually make a mess. So you need to, understand this and understand that what we are saying is not that, oh, leave your children to be whatever. Beating, spanking, flogging, it shrinks the frontal lobe. It's the part of the brain responsible for executive functions of the brain of a child. It is proven. It is proven. A lot of the parents who are not in the inner, yes, Susan, a lot of parents who are not in the inner circle are overwhelmed by this bundle. I will not lie. And I'm sure when you got it, you were like, somebody even chatted me and said, Coach, you have given me all of these resources. I know that I couldn't have even paid 10K to get it. I'm confused. A lot of the parents who are not in the inner circle are confused about this structure to start with. So it's one thing to even have access to this knowledge. It's another thing to even know how to put it in. It's another thing. And when you have some of this, knowledge, there's a lot of the knowledge that you get your mind opened up to that will shock you. You will realize that where you are, it's not where you should. It's not where you should actually be. And you begin to make a lot of changes. Right? So if you have questions, please throw it open. I am going to make sure that we are out of here before 6:30. Please, if you have questions, put it in here, all right, so that we can put all of that together. Okay, so these are the things that you have in the Ultimate Holiday Bundle. Remember that the Ultimate Holiday Bundle is no longer, in case you are telling your friends, please come and get. It's no longer 2K. It is it's no longer 2K. It is now 3,000 just for a while. It's going to go to 10,000 soon. So better get a copy. Tell your friends to get a copy if they are getting a copy. Yes, said I have been overwhelmed. I've been confused. I've been overwhelmed. Clara, that's it. You will be overwhelmed. It will overwhelm you. That's the truth. The inner circle gives you that structure. All right. It gives you that structure for you to do. So some of us in the inner circle sometimes get confused. Yes, it gives you that, that wrap, that because you've already understood. I told someone, I said, this Ultimate Holiday Bundle, the only people who would really be able to use it are the parents in the inner circle. This actually confirms it. The only people who would be able to actually make use of this bundle are the parents in the inner circle. It will make sense to them. They will be able to factor it in. They will be able to put, these things are not tips and hacks. They are not. They are not one-offs. You need to commit to a process. If you don't commit to a process, the knowledge will even overwhelm you the more. So the process, that would be my recommendation if you're listening to me. If you got the bundle, it means that you are for structure. If you got this bundle, it means that you're looking for how you can build structure on your parenting journey. Please finish it. get into the inner circle for 2022 and begin to build this structure. By the time you do 6 months in the inner circle, your brain, would have aligned to whatever it is that we're sharing here. All right. And then, and I'm doing this onboarding session. I did it because of the parents who were confused. That's why I did it. If I gave this to a typical parent in the inner circle, I wouldn't need to do the onboarding session. I wouldn't need to do the onboarding session. If I give it to them and say, oh, this is the plan, they run with it because they understand how to create plans, what to do, how to do it. A lot of the parents in the inner circle got this bundle. Many of them are not even here because they already know how to implement the implementation. They already know how to implement. So many parents, in fact, a parent in the inner circle called me and said, Coach, I'm going to do replay later when I, think I need to look at some factors and all of that. I've already started implementing this. All right. I've already started, implementing this. So it might, I'm confused. I must confess, I'm confused. Okay. I can still help. All right. I can still help, ask your questions, but I can give you a few tips. Being in the inner circle makes it easier for me to work with the bundle. We are on a well-planned vacation and enjoying it. Awesome. That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You have a vacation, you plan it, you enjoy. I think you will see the difference. It's amazing. Parents, I'm not saying it because I just want you to be in the inner circle. I'm saying it because the inner circle was actually an idea that I needed to hold myself accountable. So I'm also a parent in the inner circle. I follow through. Today we're doing a dance party in the inner circle. It's our connection. So as soon as I'm done, they've asked me, what is this thing? I said, oh, I'm coming. We're doing a dance party. I'm going to have a dance party, black music, and, do some videos and share if we want, if we don't want, keep it for ourselves. So we have a connection tool every day. We do it. I started preparing connection tools very many years ago. And I realized that a lot of parents do not even know what it is, and we needed to bring it out. Now we have parents who are parenting in diaspora, connecting with the connection tool in the inner circle. It's amazing. It is amazing. The inner circle actually transforms you. All right. I would urge you, really, to actually come into the inner circle. The inner circle is a place to be. I don't know how else I'm going to say it. All right. So if you talk about structure, the parents in the inner circle come and tell you we are in, because what we teach is structure. That's what it's about. Structure. Give you, a lot of things on structure. So if you have questions, we have only 6 minutes to go. We have questions. We are getting ready for the dance party, inner circle things. That's all. Inner circle things. We're getting ready for the dance party. I'm getting ready. As soon as I'm done, I remove. Part of the structure that we created in my own holiday, structure in my home is that we created a bonding time for each of the child. So my husband and I created a date plan for each of the child. So we have a date plan. So you can create a date plan for today. Was a date plan for my daughter and I. We bought, stuff, enjoyed ourselves, went out, drove, came back, went to the spa, did stuff, and came back. So you can try all of this in that, all of this. Please take it easy on us. We truly want to be part of the inner circle, but it is well. It is well, oh. All right, it is well. That's what we, that's how we respond to it. I have a clear picture of what church structure is about. Awesome. Talk no more. Inner Circle 2022 here. I am there. Glad visitor. We would see you there. The truth of the matter is that it's all about value system. You can decide, what is important to us. There are a lot of things that I have put on hold. In the past 11 years, it was a choice. I chose to. So we all make choices. So, but the thing is, whenever people see some of us with the kind of result that we have, they're like, hey, is it possible? Is it a lie? How can you? Oh, somebody told me recently that it's not possible for my daughter to go to the market, buy things, cook the food herself, and do everything. I was laughing, and then, because you do not understand the structure that go into having this kind of result. You think it's just just wake up and it's just show. It's not show. It's not show. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of work that's going, and there's a lot of sacrifices that have gone in. All right, because a lot of the time we're going to be doing a back to school masterclass that we are planning. We hope that we're going to be able to come through with it. Part of what I've realized is that parents are sending their children to school. For instance, children want to go to boarding school. You just send them. They don't know anything about structure. They don't know anything about discipline. They don't know nothing about anything. All you do is just boom, you send them into the world, and they don't even, you tell people that your child is going to boarding school to go and learn independence. How? No structure, nothing. Please do not even take your child to secondary school, without a structure. Don't even do it. You're going to mess the child up. All right. So the inner circle has flexible payment plan. Yes, it does. So if you're intentional about it, you can. You can. It's a choice. You make a choice, right? The choice is yours. Choice is yours. All right. So if you want to be part of the inner circle, I'm already implementing. I love it. Awesome. You can just send us a chat on the number scrolling right on the screen, or the number on the screen, and it will you would have the details to book a slot. Now, full registration starts in September, October. We're still trying to put up a lot of structure to it. But if you have a slot, it means that you have automatic entrance. If you don't have a slot, it means that you're going to be scrambling for slots in that time. It's not a good place. It's not a good place to be in, trust me. A lot of parents couldn't enter last year. In fact, they were the ones, they had to enter a waiting list. We had almost 1,000 people on our waiting list. All right. So don't go and enter waiting list for 2023, because we will gladly put you in waiting list, because we have a number that we can take per year. I want my eyes on the system. That's one of the things that we've been able to create. I want my eyes on the system. I want results. It's all about result oriented, and all of that. It's a lot of hard work, but if you're willing to do the work, boom, then you are where you are supposed to be. All right. I can't see any question, and we have 2 minutes to go. It means that this was clear. Jenny, send us a chart so that you can see all the details. All right, all the details. When I had onboarding, I thought it was something about preparing for boarding school. No. Okay, it's not preparing for boarding school. This is another thing. What about the already inner circle parents? What about the already inner circle parents? What happened to them? Inner circle parents, I'm there already. Whatever laziness, I can deal with it, because all right, well done. All right. Okay, Chuku, I didn't get your question. All right, if you have more questions, please ask, or you can ask right in the Telegram channel. The good thing is that you can catch a replay of this session. All right, I need to get released because I want to go and do a dance party in my home. After the dance party, we do a movie night. All right, so I need to stay accountable to my parenting journey. So I want to go and do a dance party. Is there any question? Any question at all? Remember to share. Remember to share the screen shots of everything. Please, coach, what chore or skill can I teach my child every day after school? And having done their schoolwork, a lot of time is bored. Can you advise? If you have the ultimate holiday bundle, there's nothing to advise, man. If you have the ultimate holiday bundle, we've broken it down. The skills that they need to learn according to their age. Just go to that particular plan and use it. All right. I'm glad to be able to participate. Thanks, Coach Ann, Nat. Thank you so much for being here. All right. If you got value right in this session, let me see your comments telling us how much value it is. Is it a 1 hour, 30 minutes well spent? Let me see your comment. All right. As in the order, simply just get that particular plan and work with it. So your child will be able to know what it is that they need to do per time, and you'll be able to teach them also. Your child can't be bored. There's a lot to be done. In fact, there's even no enough time, right? All right. So how do you already book for next year's slot? No, okay, Chuku, you already know the drill. You already have a booking, all right? But of course, you're gonna go through the this thing, and when the registration is started in October, you'll get your own details. If you're already in there, your details will be sent to you, particularly when registration comes in. The slot is automatic. You don't need to have any booking. You have an automatic slot already. All right. And so that means in October, you just start your registration again. Okay. So you just make payment for your fee and then start your registration again. That's how it is. All right. So it's a dancing part time. Yes, let's go there, Susan. It's only the friends in the inner circle that understand the dance party. Yes, 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 yes. It's a dance party today in the inner circle connection too. All right, if you got value, let me see your comment in the comment section. Hit the like button if you got value. Hit the like button if you got value. Boom, boom, boom. Like. I watched with my kids and we got value. Oh, wow, Onyekachi, that's so awesome. All right, more value than I bargained. Thank you, coach. Plenty tables scattered. We are the shatterer of tables, but the good thing is that we give you new tables. I'm sure we gave you, new table. Mary Bello is still asking what is a dance party. You can't get it if you are not in the inner circle. It's an inner circle language, right? So if you're in the inner circle, come along. If you're planning to be there next year, come along next year and we will give you what it means to be in the dance party. For now, the dance party is an exclusive thing in the inner circle. All right. Can't wait for December 2022. Inner circle in December. Yes, I can imagine. Value added. Awesome. Time to go rock. Yes. It's time to go rock. Inner circle parents for the win. It's time to go rocket. Okay. Thank you so much. Remember to take screenshots. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to tell someone about the ultimate holiday bundle. Ultimate holiday bundle. It is the ultimate, right? And once you have this bundle, trust me, a lot of things will change. When you catch you on your jacka in a circle for life, yes, how can I work with the devotional plan when my husband leaves home early and comes home very late? You can put a system that helps. You can do it yourself. Or you guys can even do a Zoom. Your husband can connect to a Zoom session. We have a lot of parents in the inner circle who are parenting from afar. You don't want to do the work. Some fathers help their children have their baths, prepare for school in the morning. Yes, they live abroad. Forget, there's always something to do. All right, in this time of technology. All right, there's always something to do. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much for connecting. You want to register for the inner circle, simply send us a chat, and that will be it. That will be it for today. Take screenshots. Tell someone about TIP. My name is Wendy Ologe. I remain your parenting pastor, your table breaker, your VC, the Intentional Parents Academy. According to the parents in the inner circle, Mama Nuku. In fact, that's the last one that I heard. I had a good laugh the last time I heard it. All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And for all the people who took out your time, for all of you, I really want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for trusting the Intentional Parent Academy. We do not in any way take it for granted. We want to say thank you and thank you again for the continual trust and for letting us be part of your parenting journey. It's a big deal. For me, I usually would say that having me work your parenting journey with you, it makes me feel like a star. It makes me feel like I have a part of me in every home that is have connected with me. And it's something that it is the most thing that I'm grateful for, in our time. Thank you so much. I hope you took screenshots. So that we will be able to share. Someone sent me the ultimate body after I had paid and got mine. Is it allowed? Eti Comfort, please, can you tell the person not to share this property of ours? If we catch the person, we will sue you because we have a copyright on it. Please do not share. It is for you alone. If you have a friend who needs to buy it, please send them to buy it. Again, our works are copyrighted. The Intentional Parent Academy is trademarked. We can take you to court by all means. Somebody shared, started selling the bundle, right, recently, and we have actually taken legal action. We will take legal action against you. Don't be caught. All right? Don't be caught. Right? Thank you so much. Thank you, Tony Fikemo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gladys Ita. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jumoke, Christian, Eti Comfort, Susan Burns. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you for sharing that thing you shared today in the inner circle. Oh my goodness. In fact, I brooded over that conversation. Susan, thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Shout out to all the parents in the inner circle for your daily nuggets. All right. You don't know how much that has also done for us. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. SCN said I'm already implementing. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you, Becky. I already paid. I didn't share. Wondering why that's that's why I asked. Thank you, Eti Comfort, and thank you for bringing that to our notice. Please help us relate to the person who shared it to you. We will be very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Edine Udo, we didn't see your question, so we've been screaming. You can share on Telegram and we'll share voice note to answer your question because we need to go. Shout out to you guys and shout out to you Yadas. Yadas are the parents in the inner circle. Yes, that's what we call them. We started calling them my yard people. Yes, they are. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a good evening. Remember that you can catch replay right on our YouTube channel. Thank you and bye.